Friendship supreme. Friendship supreme. Finding the geek within.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Friendship Supreme. I'm Michael.
I'm Cleve.
And we're the podcast that dares to ask, were we the only ones that were really enjoying the Netflix series from Marvel?
It can't be true.
I mean, other than Iron Fist 1, which a lot of people had gripe about, I feel like all of them did pretty solid.
I didn't mind Iron Fist 1. It wasn't the best by far.
No, certainly wasn't the best, but I actually really liked it.
And I think that they set the bar so high that had Iron Fist been first, I don't think everybody would have minded as much. But because the bar was set to such a standard.
What would you say was your favorite of all the different ones, season-wise and series? So, like, boil it down to a specific season.
It's a tough one between first Punisher and first Daredevil.
See, and I would tell you Daredevil was actually one of my least favorite.
Really?
I stuck through it because I knew that it tied into everything else, but I would tell you that it was, like, my favorite part of Daredevil's second season was the Punisher.
They kind of did him dumb at the end of it. Where he's like, he took a couple shots and he's like standing at the distance and then never seen again.
Yeah.
Kind of dumb. But, no, man, I think that the Daredevil was really where they stepped up the value of each shot. Like of course, the hallway scene where it's all one shot and, there's no, how superhero shows and stuff right now are like, oh, they punch and then cut and then they throw another punch and it cuts to a different side. Mm-hmm. It was all one continuous choreographed shot. And I think, or like, did you watch all the seasons?
Mm-hmm.
The prison scene.
Yeah.
That's all one continuous, long, difficult to shoot cut. And I think that's why I like those more, is because I didn't feel like the other ones really had that same.
Well, I think in comparison to all other Netflix films, mm-hmm. aside from the MCU Netflix films, I think that this proves what can be done when someone's willing to dump money into it. Mm-hmm. Like, most of the time, they're just like, let's see how little money we can spend and make, something out of this. And Disney was like, here's all our money. Do something.
Yep. Yeah, because there's so many Netflix horror movies on there.
That are awful.
Slashers? Yeah, I know. But, there's so many.
Yeah. But for whatever reason, as we've talked about before, the MCU has decided to kill all of them. And they just recently announced Jessica Jones's, right? Jones's.
Yeah, no, I know. This is a hard thing to say. Yeah, no, I mean, and you saw it coming.
Yeah,
it's
all
super unfortunate.
Or four.
And I remember everybody thought they canceled Iron Fist because it just wasn't good. No, it just ended first.
Yeah. So there was all kinds of rumors that they were going to go to Disney Plus, but that has also been squashed from Disney.
Well, from what I understand, they don't want to have Daredevil season 4, and they have to be for seasons 1 through 3, you got to go to Netflix. You know what I mean?
Which makes sense.
They could start over, not even necessarily start over, but just a quick season of, here we are. Oh, hey, Luke Cage, and shake hands and move on.
Can we do it all from the perspective of Karen?
God, I hate Karen.
Karen's the worst.
Karen Page is the worst
Rosario
character.
Rosario Dawson's character, Night Nurse, I don't remember.
Rosario Dawson, I don't mind as much.
I did not care for her at all throughout the entire thing.
Nah, man, she's solid. She did have a lot of superhero hookups, though.
She's real whiny.
I only didn't like her in Luke Cage 2.
Which was one of the best ones to me. And maybe just because I really enjoyed the Bushmaster.
He was really good. However,
insert my terrible Jamaican impression that I won't even bother.
I want to say I might put Cottonmouth above him. And it's easy to forget Cottonmouth because they dispersed of him so abruptly.
No, I mean Cottonmouth was a great villain.
Yeah. I
I
think I just enjoy that old school gangster. Like, hey, we got rules that you follow
Right.
in order to live this life.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But no, yeah, Bushmaster is probably one of my favorite ones. For that series for sure. But he had, you know what? I think he might have had the most villains of his.
Yeah,
run.
Copperhead and Cottonmouth. I think it was Copperhead. What was his name?
I thought Diamondback for some reason.
Diamondback. You're right. Sorry, my apologies.
Some snake.
Yeah,
Which was such a dumb. He to me threw everything off of that first season. Because it was like, oh, my half brother that I didn't know, and like he didn't even have to be a half brother. He could have just not. He could have just wanted the city. Yeah. So Diamondback, Cottonmouth, Mariah Dillard, Bushmaster, and I would count Shades.
Is he a henchman or is he a villain though?
I think that he started as a henchman,
But
but then he kind of. Although I didn't enjoy
him and Mariah.
Yeah. But you know what? When he came in, I really liked him. Like, because you know what? He didn't say anything until he had something to say. And he just had a certain... He carried himself a certain type of way. And he was another one of those gangsters that's like, we have rules. We have, you don't do this, you don't do that. But he did shoot a woman in the middle of the sidewalk, so, right in the head. It is what it is. What kind of police officer doesn't have a lock on their phone? That's always bothered me. Misty Knight. He gets Misty Knight's phone and texts the girl, hey, come meet me here, and then shoots her in the head. What kind of cop doesn't put a lock on their phone?
Dumb cop?
I guess.
Who in the world doesn't put a lock on their phone?
Right. I don't even have anything to hide and I have a lock on my phone.
I know a lot of people that don't put locks on their phones. People I work with.
They should not.
You should do stuff on their phones because they should lock it.
I mean, people who don't lock their computers.
Yep.
I do mess with those.
Same thing.
That's a lesson they need to learn in computer security. Lock your computers, guys. Be responsible.
Michelle at work, she now goes, I'm just going away for 3 seconds. Please don't mess with my computer. Every time she leaves.
And then you obviously mess with their computer.
Right, obviously.
And then it's usually long enough that I don't want to get up.
What about Jessica Jones? You watched all of Jessica, right?
I did.
Well, so far. Her villains to me, Kilgrave, obviously. Her mother, Elisa Jones.
I did not care.
Like an asterisk by that villain because she was kind of a villain. The Doctor, I have his name written down somewhere.
As much as I like Jessica Jones as a character, I did not care for either of her seasons.
I think Will Simpson I would count as a villain also, kind of. Put a little asterisk by his name too. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The guy who like snaps
junkie?
pills and shit. Yeah. The junkie. Yeah, basically. We didn't mention Tilda either, but Tilda was also kind of a cheap, like last minute villain.
Tilda Swinton.
Yeah. Kilgrave / Purple Man, Will Simpson, Elisa Jones, Dr. Carl Malus. Yeah. Who kind of, I mean, I would call him a villain because he, like, did experiments on children. Yeah. So, but I mean, obviously, Kilgrave there wins it hands down.
He's no gentleman observer, though.
No, he's not a gentleman observer, but he could be. He's a thin line.
He's always watching.
I mean, it's basically who he is. Without the powers,
Kilgrave could have been more of a gentleman observer.
Yeah, for sure.
He's not old enough.
Yeah, he's a peppered haired fella.
Yeah.
Anyway, move on. So you didn't enjoy any of those?
Either of the seasons. First season was good. It just wasn't my favorite.
Her friend irritates me to no end.
Yes. The superstar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Patty, but that's the name of her
That's the name of her
childhood
character,
character.
I think it's just that, like, all of their sidekicks I hate.
Nah, man, Malcolm was good. I liked Malcolm.
Oh, see, Malcolm was who I was thinking of. Who's Will?
Will Simpson was the guy who took the pills or whatever, and to juice himself up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do remember him.
And what's funny, in the comics, he's straight up villain. He's crazy, man. Well, like, PTSD crazy. Like, he almost can't let go of it, and they kind of use that to point him at something to go take care of.
Yeah, Malcolm wasn't terrible, but her friend was horrible. Like I said, I hated Rosario Dawson's
blonde chick,
character,
yeah.
so she was in both Luke Cage. In fact, she was in all three. All four. Didn't care for her in any of those. I disliked. Was it Wu? What's her first name in Iron Fist?
I want to say Cindy, but that feels wrong.
Her. Did not care for her, and do not care for Karen.
I mean, old women, Michael.
I can't help that they were terribly written.
Nah, man. The Night Nurse wasn't terrible. Her first season on Daredevil, she was good.
Yep.
But you didn't like Daredevil.
But you're right. She was good in that one. It's not that I didn't like. I didn't hate Daredevil. I liked it. It just wasn't my favorite.
And you know what? She was the common denominator for everybody.
Or the person brought them all together. However, so could Karen.
Karen
could have brought almost all of them together.
Iron Fist.
Yeah, through
Not Luke Cage.
Through the Wu girl. And Luke Cage, she knew Luke Cage. She defended Luke Cage.
She spoke of him. She didn't know him.
She defended Luke Cage.
I mean, you can defend. I mean, I defend the Super Mario Brothers movie, but it doesn't mean that I am friends with John Leguizamo.
Bob Hoskins, man. He was trashed the entire filming of that.
Anyway,
he broke a body part. It was a leg, I think.
Today or
no, during the filming of that movie.
Doing
got
what?
drunk and got in a car accident.
Because what does it matter? That movie,
it couldn't have been so good.
No, it was doomed.
It had the potential.
No, it didn't.
It was the first time ever we're gonna do something like this.
Ah, man, don't worry. Mortal Kombat fixed it. 1, not 2.
But what about all those sick animalities?
Those did not age well. I don't know the last time you've seen one.
Yeah, it's rough.
No, but I think where Claire, right?
Mm-hmm.
The night nurse. We couldn't think of her name a second ago. I think where she started to diminish is when she got romantic with Luke Cage. Because the whole second season of Luke Cage, I hated her.
Yeah,
hated.
You know what I didn't need? I don't need her morality. I don't need her that's not
Iron Fist, she was barely in. And Jessica Jones, she was barely in. So really, the only things you have to judge her on are Daredevil, Defenders, and Luke Cage. Or judge her on, I should say.
Defenders was decently done.
I thought so. Everybody brought something to it, which was nice. Iron Fist. We have Bakuto?
Bakuda?
It is with an O.
Bakudo.
Yeah. That is Wu, who we're going to keep calling until Stephanie finally looks it up. The love
Stephanie's only looked at her phone like 500 times.
The love interest of Iron Fist. The love interest of Iron Fist.
She's fact checking me on Bob Hoskins instead of looking up the Cindy Woohoo.
And then we have Davos and Joy Meacham, who I kind of put together.
Davos was a whiny little.
He was. Too. I couldn't stand him. But I mean, good villain. Good villain because I can't. Good villain because I hate you.
You took my Iron Fist away.
Harold Meacham, which I don't know if you consider him a villain or not. He was a little two-faced. And then who I think might have been the best villain in all of Iron Fist, which was Typhoid Mary Walker. Mary Walker, the split personality girl.
Oh, yeah.
She was solid. And that actress whose name slips me did an amazing job with her.
Oh, that was really good.
Is her name Colleen Wing?
Colleen Wing.
Cindy Wu. Look up Cindy Wu. Who's Cindy Wu? Because I straight pulled that out.
The problem is I've never seen Iron Fist. I'm like, I don't know.
So-
Cindy Wu, board member of the National.
Obviously, that's what I was
Nobody.
thinking.
No, that's not.
Board
Cindy
member.
Wu is literally nobody.
I mean, she's the... I think you said senator. I've already lost it. But yeah, Mary Walker was good. I kind of enjoyed the Davos and Joy joining forces to kind of take down Danny. I thought that was... I mean, the story made sense.
Yeah, no, I liked the second Iron Fist season, and a lot of people did not.
Yeah. You know who
People
I hated,
really hated Iron Fist, man.
who I hated at the beginning was her brother.
Yeah, he kind of redeems himself, though.
Well, what I hated was his acting. Because I thought he was like a cardboard. Until he started having to act like he was strung out on drugs and stuff. And then I really saw some acting chops out of that guy.
Or he was just really high on drugs.
Maybe. And he was cutting it as filming was going.
Method acting.
Meth acting. Done. Punisher. Punisher didn't have a lot of villains.
I mean, everybody.
I mean,
Punisher's a
actual
villain.
villains.
The guys that picked on the poor kid at the construction site.
We have Billy Russo / Jigsaw. And then John Pilgrim, whose name I wrote, but I wrote it too small, so I can't read it. But I kind of liked him. I put a star next to his name as a villain because really he was just trying to keep his kids alive. And you can't fault that guy for that.
You know who deserves a star next to their name for being a villain? Punisher.
Yeah. He's killing everybody because they killed his kids. And I also really don't blame him either.
At what point do we stop, though?
I mean, have enough people paid? Well, what's funny is I think season 1 he finally got everybody, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Season 2 starts because
Season
they
2
start
is
messing with
self-defense.
Karen. Well, they also start messing with Karen. Remember? People were coming after Karen, and so then he was like, I'm going to do something about this, and then helps Karen.
No, season 2 was about the teenage girl.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
I think they were coming after Karen was still in season 1.
I don't know. He's an amazing actor.
Yeah, but he also kind of just plays that guy.
character,
But he
that
plays
one
it.
character.
But he knocks that one character out of the park every time.
I have to think that that's part of his life. Like he's had something.
John Bethel,
Shane
real name,
from The Walking Dead.
right?
Oh, you're looking for an actor's name? Shane from The Walking Dead?
Yeah, John Bethel is what I'm going with.
If there's anybody out there that wants a job, please write to us at friendship.supreme@gmail.com.
I mean, you just have to look things up for us as we speak.
It pays in our friendship, which is...
Supreme.
Yeah, I can't even say anything else. I was going to say immeasurable, but...
He took you the long way. Had you searched Netflix Punisher, you would have found it already.
Oh. Why is Shane not popping on me? Because it's been there a while.
Did you put TWD? That's how you have to look up The Walking Dead. That's how cool we can see it. You watch that TWD?
Thank you for your contribution, man.
It's actually
John Bernthal?
Bernthal. John Bernthal. Shane from Walking Dead, who is currently leading a bunch of people through the state of Alabama. Atlanta? Georgia? Georgia.
I don't think you know.
I'm there in Georgia. Feels right.
But I think out of his two, obviously his best friend becoming the villain is the better villain.
Billy was a great villain.
Yeah.
A lot of good movies.
Yes, he's a really good actor.
As that one character.
Yeah. You ever see Baby Driver?
No.
He had like 10 minutes, that one character. But what I like most about it is because they bring people back for jobs, and he's like, all right, if you don't see me, that means I'm dead. and then you don't see him for the rest of the movie. So you're safe to assume that he died. No, but yeah, that guy is my favorite, and he's so cool. Like, we saw him at a convention one time, and he was just beanie, hoodie,
Yeah.
jeans, just walking with his hands in his pocket, like, super down to earth, laid back.
Much like the guy that played Flash Gordon.
Yes.
I mean, he's surrounded by a bunch of nerds who probably haven't showered in 3 days.
It was very
So
stereotypical.
our entire fan base, and also your two best friends, Stephanie. So cram it up your ass. I hope the gentleman observer gets you.
I mean, I'm also a nerd, according to Clip's thing. So.
And
you apparently use Irish Spring.
Daredevil, who you're jumping ahead, and I already did it, and you didn't have to get on your soapbox about the Punisher. I put Wilson Fisk. I put Punisher with the star next to his name. I put Electra with the star next to her name, and then Bullseye. The reason you're putting your greasy hands all over.
I really like that it's hollowed. I didn't think it was.
Yeah,
It's a really.
I was telling her, I was
really
like,
good detail to
that's one of my more favorite ones.
There's the pops we have in front of us are Luke Cage, the Punisher, Daredevil, and Iron Fist. Unfortunately, I have a Jessica Jones. She must still be in one of the
She's
boxes
doing
that's
season
not
3.
been unpacked.
So she's not here because she's doing season 3 right now.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But Cleves has the Chase variant of the Punisher pop, which means he is holding the mask of Daredevil in his hand.
And a little pistol.
And he's got a black eye.
He's a black guy.
But it's really good detail. Wilson Fisk was one of the greatest villains.
Oh,
And I
for sure.
really, really like that actor as well.
Yeah, I think that he, to me, kind of completely changed and revolutionized Wilson Fisk, because in the comics and the cartoons, he's always just super confident and and overly aggressive and just take. But in this one, he like had his little nervous tick where he would play with his cufflink and had his flashbacks about his dad, and
Yeah, they really developed the character. It was really good.
yeah. Also,
He also was a cockroach one, so it sells it for me every time.
that makes sense. Why you would be such a fan of him. He was also in Jurassic World, a movie that's slowly declining as a fan
Was he?
base.
The second one?
No, he's in the
First
first
one?
one. I want to say he didn't make it out of the first one. Right? He was the guy that wanted to use the raptors as a weapon.
Oh, he was. Dang.
Sudden excitement.
He was also in
He's
like,
Wilson Fiskin all over the world.
and he was the Law and Order. I can't remember which
Welcome
one.
to Fisktown, criminal intention.
Yeah.
Or criminal
He always
intent.
had some stupid line to give at the end, and it killed me every time.
I like to think that that's how he is in real life, though.
And like every episode, right before it cut to the executive producer Dick Wolf, like he would have some just corny line.
Well, they had to
that
compete
he
with
delivered.
the NCIS or what is it? No, CISI.
Like
CSI.
I think they caught some killer supermodel woman, and he's like, "Beauty, ain't it a beast?" And I was like, "So stupid, so dumb."
Man, it sounds good to me.
No. That's your next challenge. After you watch the Ninja Turtles, you're going to watch every episode. No, you know what? Not even every episode. You're going to watch the last 5
I
minutes.
really liked that show. I told you I can't watch any.
I liked it too.
I can't watch any crime shows anymore. Law and Order doesn't happen for me. None of those shows. You know why? Because one time a dead baby has to show up in that video and I'm done. One time. I watched the CSI. The
You okay?
SVU. Yeah. No. And the SVU episode. Watched it one time. The husband killed the baby, put it inside a tool bag, and buried it in the backyard. I watched that. I immediately wanted to go out and find someone and punch him.
Can you just just don't watch SVU? That's all about you.
SVU is not allowed in this household.
Yeah, and I all I said was, I need you to watch the last 5 minutes. I need you to watch his lines,
I wonder. I bet
At the
someone
end of
put a
every
YouTube
one.
video of that together.
please.
If
Well-
not, can one of you guys out there that's creative do that?
Somebody who's got the time and effort. What'd you think of Bullseye?
Wait, what is his name again?
I don't know, man. Wilson Fisk. Bullseye?
I'm trying to remember Bullseye in the.
He was in the third one. Dexter? Poindexter? Really? He's the one that dressed up like Daredevil, and he had the child therapy, and he killed his coach with a baseball.
Maybe I need to go back and watch
Are
the
you
third
sure
season.
you watched this one?
I'm pretty positive I watched it.
How did it end?
Couldn't tell
How
you.
did it start?
Couldn't tell you.
All right, I want to say that you didn't watch the
I'll
third
go back
one.
and watch the third season.
Yeah, no, yeah, Bullseye is in the third one, and they develop him, I think, pretty good for a
I was going to say Colin Farrell, and I was really confused when we were talking about him
first
because
outing.
he's the worst.
Not Netflix canceled.
Yeah, no, I know.
Um,
I could have brought down I have the Daredevil fighting Bullseye. Wow, I could have brought that down.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not Jessica Jones. And then Electra, who obviously the only competition you have is the movie. But
I didn't really care for her that much, though. She seemed really bland. Like, her part... Like, I got her point in the series. I understood she was the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. But, like, her herself, like, anytime any scene was with her, it just seemed kind of like, meh.
it's odd that you said she was bland, because she was like the I get turned on by danger chick.
Yeah, she was meh.
Like, they would break into houses, and she had some guy tied up that she was going to kill, and...
Maybe just in the Defenders I didn't like her. That was the whole main plot of the Defenders, correct?
Yes. Because we thought she died in season 2 of Daredevil, and they ended up bringing her back. Yeah, no, I think, she was probably... again, she didn't have much to compete against. But I thought that was a cool rendition of her because...
Well, maybe I'll change my mind after watching season 3.
Well, I mean, she won't be there.
No, I know, but maybe I'll like have flashbacks and remember the episodes. Because I'll tell you, it's been at least a year since I've watched.
Okay, so let me ask you this. This is how I know. Daredevil season 3, they introduced a new character. And it was like,
Bilbo Baggins.
yes. So you have to see that. Okay.
No, I don't know. Who'd they introduce?
Now you'll have to just watch it. I'm not going to tell you.
Man, apparently I didn't see it. Yeah,
Yeah, a whole new
it's
character.
really messing with me. I really thought I had been caught up.
Yeah, if you've not seen someone else dressed up as Daredevil, then you have not watched it. You let that whole one go by.
Yeah.
Well, we figured that out now.
All right.
Now you have homework.
I
Get it
can't find
together.
a compilation video.
Put one together, Stephanie.
How long did that show go for?
Years.
Is it still going?
No, I don't
with
think he's
them,
on
though.
it anymore. Yeah.
There was one with Anthony Anderson in it.
I will tell you that, has that all of your villains?
Yeah, that's all the villains.
I would tell you that out of all of the series you just mentioned, none of them has as bad of a villain as the DCEU had.
Warner Brothers?
Yeah. The fans. The Warner Brothers. Whoever you want to put. I mean, Swamp Thing came out for one episode and just got immediately shut down.
They put Swamp Thing on. One episode is on there, and they canceled the show. First of all, I don't know if you heard that they went from 13 to 10. Like, they were supposed to have 13 episodes, and they were like, hey, we're going to actually have you do it in 10. And they were like, oh, we're just going to cancel you.
What's crazy is that I feel like Doom Patrol's still going. Like,
Yeah.
it was a continuing thing. So I'm curious if they're just going to stop that, too.
I'm curious on all of their shows.
I would assume
like,
that at this point the DCEU is disintegrated. They already said that there was no more extended universe. I'm pretty positive we've gotten to a point where we're just disintegrating everything.
what do you blame the fans for?
I don't think the fans backed up. I think it was a stupid move on DC's part to go into their own streaming service just based off of DC. But that being said, I think that the fans let them down and didn't follow through with subscribing to it. Because I think the content that they put on DCEU was actually really good content.
But why? What have you given me to where I should be like, I need to jump on this bandwagon? Disney Plus
What
we're
would've been
super
nice-
pumped about.
I agree. What would have
because
been nice. Well, Disney Plus has a ton of material they can put out. We're talking Disney movies, shows, new shows that are coming out. We know that they have a catalog.
Even with just Marvel, if Marvel came out with their own streaming service, I would be gun ho for it immediately.
I don't think so.
With
Old
Captain with
movies and
Falcon and Winter Soldier, Vision.
I don't think it'd be enough for me to go out and subscribe to another service. I don't think so.
To see how these stories are going?
Well, okay, it may, but because, again, that would be because I'm a fan. But I also am watching Doom Patrol and and Titans, and I started Titans, but
So my point is,
but somebody is.
my point is, you're only going into these shows because you have the free access.
Yes, but I'm telling you right now, they're worth paying for.
But you're still not going to. You could.
Well,
save
now
them.
I can't.
You could save them.
No, I'll be the one person paying to actually see their shows. But that's I don't know. I mean, it falls on DC because DC didn't just find a deal. Like, they could have easily found a deal with Netflix. Netflix is losing Marvel. How did Netflix not say, hey, or how did DC not say, hey, you know what? We've got these 4 or 5 shows lined up, ready to go.
They would fit perfectly. I also think that the CW could have easily picked them up and been done with it.
I think the problem with the CW, like I said, is just the adult content. Because I mean, I will tell you, there are boobies, at least, and fornication, and
But I think that.
Patrol.
But you cover yourself. Once you put that rating on there, that is not up to. You know what I mean? Like, Walmart isn't going to stop 15-year-olds from buying a rated R movie. Do they?
They should.
They should.
They're supposed to.
They're supposed to check their age.
Well, what if they go to like a?
I worked at
Redbox?
Best Buy. That, unfortunately, is well, you're supposed to have a credit card for that, so technically you'd have to be 18.
Yeah,
Or
but
or the consent from someone that's 18 or older.
yeah, but I mean, the reason I brought that one is because to me it'd be the same thing as a streaming service. You know what I mean? Like, when Jameson's of age, she's going to
She'll get kids
watch
Netflix until she
Hulu and
is.
Netflix, and you can set up her profile, but
You
Are
switch
you
over to yours.
yeah, people find a way to watch what they want to watch. I just don't. I mean, and you have a connection there already.
Yeah.
Here's how you know that the DC Universe made a bad call is because HBO and CW are already looking into picking up Swamp Thing.
I mean, I heard it was really good. The first episode was really good. But, yeah, nobody's a
hard to be
better
invested
villain
now.
than DC themselves
Yeah.
to their own product.
They get high on their own supply.
That being said, if you get a chance, check out Doom Patrol. It's really good. Still really depressing.
I
Really good.
almost signed up for the service until I heard that they canceled Swamp Thing, because then I was like, why? If this place is already imploding.
Well, that's the other thing. So based on that, because you're right, Cleve reached out to me and said, "Hey, how do I get this service?" And then we looked into it, and because you saw commercials saying it was on Netflix, so we looked into it. Everywhere but the U.S., it's on Netflix, so they already have that tie-in.
That makes sense.
I don't get it. Anyways, let us know what you guys think down below. If you guys liked this episode, let us know by liking, subscribing, clicking that little bell for the alerts.
If you're watching Swamp Thing and you have feelings about it one way or the other, let us know that too.
Also, let us know what you guys thought about the MCU's extended universe on the Netflix platform. If you guys liked Iron Fist or didn't like Iron Fist.
The majority of the world is going to say they didn't like it, but I enjoyed it.
Also, let me know what villains you guys thought were the best villains in the MCU on Netflix specifically. If you guys have any suggestions for any episodes you guys would like to hear in the future, please write to us at friendships.supreme@gmail.com.
We have all 3 social medias: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all Friendship Supreme, except for eyes and Twitter. Their Twitter has no eyes, 'cause all eyes are right here.
I'm Michael. I've been Michael.
Let's go see how many times you were going to do it.
I've been Michael.
This is Cleve, and they call us the Bushmaster. Bye.